has clearly mentioned, categorically mentioned. So this is the group of Sir C.V. Raman, his students. You can see Dr. K.S. Krishnan, he is sitting in the center, and he was our first founding director of National Physical Laboratory. You know, this is the own handwritten notes of during the invention, Dr. Sir C.V. Raman. So it is the simplest equipment. He designed in India. He succeeded when 100 years before, but till date we are struggling to get the Nobel Prize. He got the Nobel Prize. He proved the total cost of the equipment is less than 500 rupees. But now you can imagine the same Raman spectrometer we are purchasing from Japan or Germany. So I used to like this slide. I say crystal grower. He is keeping very good potassium dihydrogen phosphate single crystal. So now we will come to a direct link because we are having less time. How to write a successful research proposal. Now you can understand the basics of some scientific temperament. Now, because I had a discussion with many of the faculty members, they used to say that even we are writing a project proposal, but now we are not able to get the funding. See, now government is very clear that everybody has to support the nation, because government responsibility, they have given basic education, and then higher education we got it. Now we are in the research field. Through your research, what support we are going to give to the government? If you are writing a proposal based on that, any societal based problems, definitely your project proposal will be the successful one. What are all the project proposals in the area we can able to focus? See, there are n number of project proposals you can able to write in a successful manner. But you have to keep in mind that it should solve some problems of our general public. If you go and then see, in our house, we used to maintain neat and clean. If you go and then see in our street or in your street, everywhere we can able to see the plastic garbage. Everywhere. You know, the data is showing that millions of tons continuously piling up every day throughout the world. But whenever you are seeing the plastic, we used to blame the government. Government is not taking any step. Politicians are not putting stringent rules. So many things we used to debate. But you have to understand first, who invented the plastic? Like our researchers, we are all the researchers, we only invented the plastic. General public, they don't know anything. What are all the things you are giving, they use. You are given cell phone, they are using. You are given automobile, they are using. You are given plastic, they are using. It is not their fault. We have not given solution for recycling the plastic. So we should not blame the government. We should not blame the politicians. It is our fault. We have to accept. And whenever we are seeing the plastic, we are thinking that plastic is out of my house. So why should bother? Why I should bother? But you have to bother it. Why? What are all the things that mean daily activity you are taking? That means what? Like a milk you are getting from this cattle. It is having some micro contamination of plastics, microplastics. You are taking drinking water, it is having some microplastics. You are taking regularly the table salt, it is having microplastics. You are eating seafood, it is having microplastics. Now you can imagine, it has gone beyond our hand. But till date, we are struggling to get the solutions. Somewhere we are talking about the plastic roads through plastic recycling. Sometimes we are talking about the plastic biofuels, or through plastic waste we are getting the fuels. But where is the strategic results for recycling the plastic? If you are writing a proposal for the plastic recycling through some useful societal based product, then you will be the successful one. You will definitely get the project. Because through plastic recycling, n number of things you can able to make, not only one. Another one, nature has given free of cost water. Nature has given free of cost oxygen. Nature has given free of cost energy. But whenever we are getting free, we never ever give respect or value. See, whenever nature is producing the water, it is clean. But whenever it is reaching to our Homo sapien areas or the human areas, we started polluting the water. Not only polluting the water, the great surprise is after polluting the water, we used to purchase the clean water from some foreign companies by paying more than 40-50 rupees per liter, almost 50% of the cost of 1 liter petrol. Where that is really worth to purchase 50 rupees per liter. Okay, you are all middle class, or we are all the middle class, we can able to afford to drink water by paying something. But government, we have to support the government. Government has to provide the basic facilities. We have to support the government. Below poverty line people, now you can imagine how they can able to purchase 40 rupees per liter, 30 rupees per liter of water. At least one person needs 5 liters to 6 liters. One family of almost 4 members being 12 liters of water, almost 500 rupees per day, he can't able to spend. How to do that? If I am making some nanomaterials, if I am making some new inventions, even the dirty water, I can able to make a potable water. That is called the real societal based work. So we have to do something for the nation. We have to support our government. We have to support our general public because they are all the taxpayers. What all the education we got it through free education? They paid for you. They paid for us. So we have to pay something for them back. But now it is not a real scenario. We are purchasing the water from the foreign companies by paying huge amount of money. Not only that, nature has given free of cost oxygen. But when I was talking about the water, nearly 30-40 years before, nobody thought of water bottles. They will pack in a bottle, PET bottle, and then they are going to sell in a small petty shop. Nearly 30-40 years before. But now it became reality. Similarly, if we are not respecting the mother nature, future, we are going to purchase the oxygen from the foreign companies. Lot of pollutions. And we are talking about the automobile pollution. We are talking about the industrial pollutions. Why not like a plastic waste? When we produced the plastic, now it is beyond our hand. Now we are talking about the plastic recycling. When we are manufacturing the automobile, why we can't able to fit some filters, carbon monoxide or something unwanted gases, we can able to filter or not? So these type of things we have to think, and then we have to give a project proposal writing. Not only that, many places, lot of new constructions or lot of redesigning of the building. For that, everywhere we are damaging the building, and then the concrete waste. Concrete waste is mainly from the cement. Sometimes whenever you are making that small particles, some dust will generate. That is also dangerous. But whether we are having proper recycling policy for this. Another one, that is called the electronic, that is called the e-waste. Whenever we are talking about maybe 30, 40 years before, maybe 1970s, 1980s, nobody thought of electronic gadgets are going to make this much revolution. Even maybe 2 decades before, keeping a cell phone is a very expensive thing, but now it became necessary. Almost everyone is keeping the cell phone. 140 crores of Indians, more than 80 crores, they are using the cell phone. The cell phone life is almost 3-4 years. After that, they are throwing. Not only cell phone, laptop, desktop, many things are there. Even tablet, many of the electronic gadgets, even your television. All the electronic waste, where it is going to our Mother Earth. Whether we are having proper recycling policy for this, sometimes some of the metals, like lead and other metals, are very dangerous to our humans. Whether we are talking about this for the recycling, and the government is initiating for the e-vehicles. That means through batteries, lithium-ion batteries or some other batteries. All the batteries, it is having some lifetime, maybe 3 years, 4 years. After that, whether we are having any proper recycling policy, whether we are supporting for our government, we should not blame the government. We have to support the government because we are having knowledge-based society. That knowledge-based society, we have to utilize for solving the problems in front of us. Not necessary to go to literature and finding out some other research articles that is not relevant to our society by purchasing expensive chemicals and doing characterization analysis from the foreign equipments, and again you are publishing the data in the foreign journals. What is the use of these activities for our ongoing research activities of our society? So we have to think twice. So there are many things are there. And another thing is technology transfer. So we have to accept the failure, because all the educational institutions, we are having knowledge-based society. That's what our former director used to say, that whenever we are talking about the developed nations, Western countries, we used to call that developed nation. Whenever we are talking about the India, it is the developing nation. 1947, we got the independence. 75 years are over. Till date, we are calling the developing nation. Why? Because developed nations, they are making knowledge into products. Our nations, we are making knowledge only in the library level. Why? I am a researcher. I got some excellent outcome. I am not going to transfer my technology. I am not going to focus for making any of the devices. I am making into papers. That articles are displayed in the library, or my thesis is displayed in the library. My next junior will come. He will also see my reports. He used to add something delta X or maybe delta XY. And he used to again publish, and then he used to display that in the library. Now you can imagine, developed nations, they are making knowledge into devices. Through devices, they are earning a lot of money. But in our case, knowledge, that is only in the library level. Now you can imagine, almost every year, more than 2 lakhs of Bachelor of Engineering students, they are completing throughout India. More than 2 lakhs. Every student, almost in the final year, they have to submit a project proposal. Project report. That is called dissertation. At the end of the academic tenure, That means we are getting almost more than 2 lakhs of project report. If one student is focusing for some devices based on our society needs, that means we are going to get 2 lakhs of different solutions. In the 2 lakhs of solutions, you can imagine 10% also if we are making technology transfer, some industry they are taking, they are making, and how many people they will get the employment. So that entrepreneurship mentality we are not having. So these things we have to focus. So I will not take more time. So this is the main failure. So slowly we have to make ourselves enrich for making different types of technologies and also to solve the societal based problems. So these are all some of the products what we have done. Now, whenever you are writing a project proposal, first of all, don't go and then see the literature. What foreign literature they have given, whether that material is having less number of papers. So in that material, if I will propose, then I can able to make a lot of papers. So what is the use of our society? Why government has to fund for your research? Government is willing to fund for the societal research. If you are able to identify some societal based problems, then government is ready to fund because you are giving some solutions. That is called the our own product. We can say that proudly make in India. So first of all, you have to think and then you have to make the outline. And also you have to justify whether we can able to make what are all the proposal you are writing, whether you can able to approach or we can able to, or you can able to reach that destination within 3 years. That means 36 months only they used to give. And always be creative and also make your novelty for proposing any type of research proposals. And your research proposal should be briefly summarized. Then in that case, you should not give a detailed introduction, almost 5-6 pages, because nobody is having time to read your detailed proposals. First, they used to see what is your brief summary, what you are planning, whether it is relevant to your society or our society. So many things are there in front of you. You can go and then stand in front of your street. What general public they are facing the problems. You can think, you can apply your research mind, you can correlate your ongoing research work, you can make a frame. So that is called the writing a successful research proposal. It is not necessary to evaluate by somebody else. You are the better judge. You can ask many questions while writing the proposal. Whether you are making a good research proposal, you can ask some research questions by yourself. Whether what are all the things you have proposed, whether it is properly appropriate, whether your proposed methods are feasible, that means within 36 months, can you able to complete? Whether always remember your title should be very novel. Don't give a vague title, specific title, attractive title. And what are all the supporting evidences you have given, whether you are having that much background of work you have done. So everything you have to judge by yourself. Whether your overall quality of your proposal, whether your methods are appropriate, whether you are, what are all the time period you propose, whether that is realistic, whether your proposal is clear, concise, whether it is well organized, all the things not necessary to think that somebody will evaluate and then they will tell the result, because your field, you are the better judge. If you are making some dirty water into a potable water, what are all the mechanisms you can able to include, incorporate? You can propose. And also always that what are all the idea you are proposing, it should be an original idea. Because nowadays, plagiarism, many things are going on. And you should not write a very vague proposal. Introduction 10 pages. experimental 15 pages. You should be very realistic and then very precise. And your proposal should be focused on, it should not be unfocused. And what are all the amount you are proposing? It should be a limited one. You should not ask crores of rupees, but if you are asking crores of rupees, at the same time, the funding agency also expect that what are all the outcomes you are giving for the nation. So this is the protocol you have to follow. In a host institute where you are working, PA or co-PA you can choose. Research proposal, funding agency you have to choose. Funding agency you have to choose in such a way that relevant research area. See, for example, earthquake related problems, anyway already some our geoscience department is there, you can apply. Biotechnology department, biotechnology related research work. So many funding agencies are there. And depending upon the funding agency, they used to call for the midterm evaluation. Earlier, whenever they are giving the funding, maybe at the end of the third year, maybe you are sending some report, some papers, the project is over. Now, time to time, they are evaluating your project ongoing work, plus they are giving marks how you are performing. This will reflect for getting the next proposal also. Always keep in mind. Everything you have to mention, national, international status. Always remember societal importance or applications. And also you have to provide some expertise in that field. Updated references. And try to collaborate with research laboratories. So there are many funding agencies. I hope you are all highly educated. I hope you know better than me. So AICT, CSIR, DRDO, DAE. So many funding agencies are there. DBT, Ministry of Coal, and then ISRO, Indian Meteorological Department, Indian Council of Medical Research. So many of the funding agencies are there, and then they have given website and then link. Not only that, they are giving some fellowship for you. You can go and then learn the expertise from the abroad. You can come back and then you can do your research work. You can organize some conferences. You can invite somebody. Organize some very good conferences. If you want to attend conferences some other place, they are also giving travel support. Postdoc. See, government is giving this much facility. What we are giving to the government, you have to think. Government is not a particular. Government mean it is a society. Government is asking for you to do something for our society. So many things. Even foreign funding agencies also they are giving. And anyway, I will not take that much time. So finally, maybe one or two slides we can write here. We can see writing the effective research article. See, nowadays, some people maybe they are thinking that whenever I am working for the societal based research work, I can't be able to publish a paper. So it is not the correct message. Whenever you are working for the societal based product, it is having lot of citations because you are working for our nation, you are working for the betterment of our society. And like a project, journals also, there are variety of journals, physics based, chemistry based, biological related. So you can choose a particular journal and write a proper introduction. Normally, what is the structure of the research article? It should have abstract, introduction, methods, results and discussions, conclusion, references. This is the normally structure of a research article. But again here, referee is not having time to read your full article. Sometimes whenever you are submitting a research article, maybe within a few days it will come back because your title is not that much attracting. Whenever your title is very attracting and then it is having some message, brief, then the referee, they will go inside. So you have to make yourself very nice subject you have to propose under the effective title. Methods, you know better. So you are having lot of experimental methods. If it is a physics based or nanomaterials or maybe some biotechnological based, everyone they are having their own respective methods. And the relevant results, they are using some characterization facilities and then they are making some figures. Always remember, try to write more science. Don't write only the figure. See, figure 5 is showing that something, and this graph is increasing because x-axis, y-axis temperature is increasing. If you are writing about the figure, so nobody is having interest to read. You have to correlate with the science. You have to correlate with your ongoing research work. You have to correlate with your what are all the observations you have observed during your experiments. It is like a simply practical story you have to write. That is called the research article. There are many number of research, very good journals are there. American Chemical Society is there, Royal Society of Chemistry, Elsevier, Springer, Taylor and Francis, American Institute of Physics. There are many number of journals are there, but you have to focus and you have to discuss with science, discuss what are all the observations you have got it, and the proper conclusions. You should not write a 10-page or 3-page, 4-page conclusion. What are all the things you observed during the whole experiment, and you have to brief it about the overall summary. That is called the conclusion. And the proper references you have to quote with proper format, because many of the journals, they used to send it back to you because you are not followed the proper format. So better you can, whenever you are identifying some journal, you can follow properly the citations, references, how they are writing, whether it is a square bracket or in the curled bracket or in the superscript. So all the things you have to make a proper observation, and then after that, whenever you are submitting, then your paper will be a successful one. So I don't want to take your valuable time. I'm also busy with some other meetings. So with this, I am thanking again for your patience. And if you are having any questions, then we can go for some interactions.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session, sir. Dear participants, if you have any queries, please ask our sir.
Hello.
Yeah, you can you introduce yourself?
Very good afternoon, sir. My name is Rambaba from Andhra Pradesh. I am working as assistant professor in physics.
Okay.
My question is about upcoming in the research, some kind of the federal post from not directly not appointed as the assistant professors. We are from getting from some federal post to this job.
Okay.
And my question is about how to get the research facility at the age of 40 above that. When I apply to the research labs, they are rejecting this kind of proposals or any request to learn or for coaching or anything. What is the basic need to what to do to learn?
As a temporary faculty, you can't able to get the projects. That is the correct. Is the answer?
No, I'm a permanent faculty, but I'm not too well in research. When I'm in the teaching field, I got it. But now I am interested in the research. But how can I approach that one from the basic level?
Yeah, that is right. Yeah. So I'm giving what all my based on my best knowledge. I'm sharing some of my experience. See, all the funding agencies, first requirement is they are giving good amount of funding. They are giving good amount of funding to the institute, and also by seeing your reputation in the research. So you should have some permanent faculty position in the particular institute. Why? See, for example, because earlier they are having a lot of experiences, some of the faculty members, they got it, and then finally without intimation to the funding agency, they left the place, and then lot of problems happened. That's what they have clearly mentioned, that it should be a permanent faculty position, permanent faculty members only, they can able to apply. Another one, regarding the research, or whenever you are going to start the research, or if you want to establish, so there are various schemes DST is also giving, CSIR is also giving. So first of all, depending upon your expertise, you can propose a simple research proposal, maybe around 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs, because whenever you are reaching above 25 lakhs, there are various committees are there. If it is a below 25 lakhs, if your proposal is suiting, your proposal is mainly focusing for the societal based research work, and if you are having some expertise, then you can propose to DST or CSIR or maybe DAE or maybe DRDO. So any field, maybe if it is not only for nanomaterials, you can propose for making some other useful products for the society. And another thing is, whenever they are giving funding to the particular institute, the funding agency also used to evaluate whether you are having a research department, whether you are having at least basic facilities for doing the research work. See, for example, I am the faculty member. My department or my college is not having that much facilities. I propose, I got the project. So each and everyone going to some other place and then getting, so these things, it will delay for getting the final outcome. So that is the reason. So few criteria they kept it. So if it is everything is suiting, definitely you are eligible to get the funding, sir.
Okay,
Dear
sir, thank you.
participants, dear participants, feedback link is given to this FDP WhatsApp group and YouTube link. So kindly utilize this. Kindly fill this form. Due to busy schedule of our today's chief guest, he is going to catch the flight at 5 o'clock. So if you have any questions, please send in a WhatsApp group. Through email, you can clarify it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Vijayan sir,
Yeah,
excellent presentation, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for giving the chance.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Due to very busy schedule, you have given a wonderful lecture, sir. Thank you so much. I will call you in the evening, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Thank
if
you so
any questions are there, then definitely maybe in the later stage I will try to answer.
Yeah, definitely, sir. In offline, we will call you, sir, in our college.
Definitely. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, participants. Thank you. Thank you so much. So be ready for yesterday's session. Sharply at 5 o'clock. Thank you.